throughout the fall and holiday season, I have seen in the craft stores and the craft shows some absolutely beautiful fabric-covered, tapered, battery-operated candles. I've also seen them in the pillar candles. They are absolutely gorgeous. The problem that I had was I was not prepared to spend the money that they wanted for these items. Hi, my name is Rebecca, and welcome to my channel. So I put my thinking cap on and I purchased some items at the Dollar Tree. They have some battery-operated taper candles, and I sat down and I decided to make some candles that were customized to my decor, and I thought I would perhaps provide you with some inspiration to create some holiday decor that would perhaps match your decor and you wouldn't have to spend a lot of money. So let me show you what I did. So these are the inspiration tapers and pillars that I had seen at a craft show and at a craft store that I thought were truly phenomenal, but I was not overly fascinated with the price, and I thought maybe I can do something with that. I had seen them back in the fall, so I wanted to do something for the Christmas season. So I purchased a Dollar Tree taper, and I have to admit I did stock up on them, and I used some Mod Podge, and then I had some burlap that I purchased at Walmart on clearance for $2.50 a roll. And I just put a very liberal amount of Mod Podge on my taper with a sponge brush, and I made sure that it was really good and saturated, and then I just laid it on the burlap ribbon and I kind of folded it around. Since I was working with the burlap, I did not want any of the candle to actually show through, and so I did mark where the end of the taper is, because with the Dollar Tree tapers you put the battery on the underneath side, and then I just took a bead of hot glue and then I just rolled it, and I did roll it twice so that none of the color of the taper would show through the burlap. Once I had it rolled, then I just took my hot glue gun and I ran a bead of hot glue down the seam to make sure that it was really nice and secure and it would not come unraveled on me. And then you can see the end of the taper where the battery goes in, kind of peeking out at the bottom. And I wanted a little bit of a rustic look. I wanted to mix my rustic with my metals and kind of do a rustic glam kind of look. And so I just kind of played with the top, and then I just took a little bit of hot glue and I made sure it was nice and secure at the top. This is where everyone's taste is going to be different. I decided to embellish mine. I wanted to do each one just a little bit different, and so I decided that I wanted to put a big bow around my taper, and so I just tied off with some ribbon that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. It is wired, so it's easily manipulated, and then I just looped, after I had the knot around the ribbon and had my tails in order, then I just looped my ribbon together, tied it in the middle with some twine to make a nice fluffy bow. Once I had my bow loops all fluffed out, then I just kind of cut the little string off, and then I hot glued it onto the center of my tails. The bow is completely unnecessary. If you want a more cloth-covered, tailored look, then you could just not finish with this step. I did dovetail the ends of my ribbon so that it had a nice boutique look to it, but you could embellish this however you wanted, and you could just embellish it with just plain greenery if you wanted to. The idea is you could just make these as glamorous as you wanted to, or you could scale it down, or you could make it as rustic as you wanted to. Sky is the limit with this idea, and you could just add it into your decor however you wanted to. I chose to put a little bit of greenery on the center of my bow and then finish it off with some metallic table scatter because, like I said, I was trying to do my decor a mix of rustic and metallics to kind of do a glamorous rustic look. This year I did each one of my tapers a little bit differently, and I thought that they came out just wonderfully. I was so happy with this. I really can't put a dollar amount to this because I just dug into my craft stash and I used what I had. I was going to put this into the Dollar Tree metallic farmhouse style taper candle holders that they came out with this year. I had purchased them, wasn't sure what I was going to do with them, but I thought that they were very charming and I wanted to use them somehow. And so this is how I chose to display them. The dollar amount that I have invested in this would be the price of the tapers because, like I said, I had what I needed to do this project on hand, tucked away, but I chose to put them on my dining table, and I thought that they added a really touch of elegance to my table, and I was so happy with how they turned out. I chose to do all of mine different, but you could do yours uniform. Either way, they would be beautiful. So I hope that I've inspired you to dig in your craft stash and pull out some ribbon or some fat squares, or you can buy them at the Dollar Tree. And they have some really nice fabric. Walmart has some really nice fat squares too that you can purchase really reasonably priced, and you can tailor make your own pillar candles or your own taper candles and have something custom made to your own decor. This is not just a Christmas craft. You can do this for the next coming holiday and the next coming season as well. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell so that you know when I've uploaded my next video.